let's see if that works. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. Let's find out. Let it run for a little bit. Alright, it is working. Hello, Mr. Christopher. How are you doing on this wonderful evening? Good to hear. Glad to hear it. I am just, like, tired but not. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's kind of the vibe I'm with right this second. I just kind of am. Okay, music. I chose like a nice and chill song to start the stream, but like it randomizes to another one afterwards. So I was like, alright, let's just see where this goes. And lo and behold. Actually, I'm going to be using this layer. So did you get a notification for this stream? Just because I'm like, out of curiosity. Like I started the stream as unlisted, and then it went public. Like, did you get a notification after that? Okay. Weird. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's how it works. If I just switch it from unlisted to public, then it's gonna be like, yep, the notification's out. Interesting. Good to know. Honestly, I'm not gonna be spending a lot of time animating, I don't think, either. I said I was gonna take a break, animating this, but I figured, you know what, I'm like on a part that doesn't take a lot of brain power, so I'm just gonna like take it at a slower pace now. Next couple of weeks while I do that. Especially because now I'm coloring like white parts in of the characters. I only feel like doing it with one character right now. Let's see. How else will I animate 38? You're so right. Never considered that, actually. I have to do it 38 times exactly. Every week. No, screw it, every day. Go silent a couple times here, but it's mostly me just focusing. Wait, no. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. Hey, the Dark Knight is back. How you doing? Somebody random. What? Offered for you to buy them KFC. I know that's not how you worded it, but like, that's what it sounds like. Like, it'd be different if someone didn't have money, right, and was asking like for some food. But no, this guy's just like, no, I want you to buy me some KFC right now. I sound tired. Yeah, it's been well, I mean, it's been a long week with editing, I also just came back from a wake, so vibes are a little run down, but you know. And my thing was like I wasn't super close with the person uh, who recently passed, but still was like an important family member, you know. So want to go and support the fam. But yeah, I also, like I said, I've been doing a lot of editing too, just work in general. So I am quite tired, but keep moving. No rest for this man. I literally didn't recognize it at all until that whatchamacallit came in. I was gonna say, why isn't it saving? What's happening? Ooh, wait, oh yeah, so I think I did recommend that to you, right? The like the bouncing ball. So how'd that feel? That's honestly super exciting. Hearing somebody animating for the first time, even if you aren't proud of like your first animation, it's still so cool, you know. Like I feel like the bouncing ball animation doesn't get enough credit. Like that's a lot of people's first like real animation, including myself. Let's see. Yeah, I'm only gonna color this guy Garrett in this time. Yeah, it's interesting, right? Like it's easy, but it's not easy because it's like the first step towards learning how like motion works frame by frame. Because like in a way, it is just kind of like life, you know. Your eyes are understanding motion, I guess, in that kind of way. Like it's got a bunch of images that your brain has to process, and then it turns into motion. But it's also different because you're like manufacturing it while like seeing with your eyes real things. Those are real things. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling now, but that's very cool, and that's exciting. Do you plan on learning how to animate further, or was that more of a test? It's been a little bit, so I'm trying to remember the conversation. This man's hand needs to be colored in. I'm actually kind of surprised with the progress this animation is making. I've been meaning to work on it for so long, and I finally did a good chunk of it for my animation final. Then after that, it was just kind of like, alright, well now I have to, if I want to upload it, I have to actually finish the animation. And I'm months ahead of when I would like to upload this, so probably because you want to do a big project, which is a whole series, but yeah. So the thing about big series, like especially if you're doing it on your own, is that it's a lot of work, especially if you want it to be good. Like right now, I have one. I mean, I have like a bunch of ideas. There's one pilot episode that I've written that's supposed to be like an animated show, and I understand that there is no physical way that I will be able to complete the show by myself for what I want it to be. For some people, like, you ever heard of BFDI? Like, it was literally just two twins who, like, it started because they were like 12 years old and wanted to make a fun animation. It was like a parody of Total Drama Island. And that works, you know? And the show, like, took off from there. But certain other shows need, like, a bigger budget, a team, yada, yada, yada. So right now, your best bet is exactly what you're doing, which is practicing how to animate and coming up with concept stuff, which is a lot more fun than you think it would be. It's just not as I don't think the word would be rewarding, because it is still rewarding, but it's not, it doesn't have as much of a payoff because mostly you like doing the concept stuff yourself. But I would recommend throwing out your ideas to other people just to see what they think. It doesn't even need to be like artists. Sometimes it's nice to hear other people's perspectives on your work, even if they're not like super involved in like how to create something like that. So this is a nice remix of the song. I don't remember. So wait, no, this isn't. No, it is Pokemon. It's Heart Gold Soul Silver. I want to make an anime-inspired show. You also need to learn the style. Yeah. Well, actually, that's also something about anime. Like, I didn't watch a lot of anime growing up, so this is like kind of a new development for me, that like a lot of anime are inspired by manga. So that might be another good way for you to go at it, like kind of learning how to make that comic style. But yeah, I you know, that's super cool, and I'm so glad that so many people have all these ideas. It's just a matter of like executing it, because that sounds so exciting. Chris. I mean, thank you, I think. I don't know if that... Does that add to, like, watch time? If you watch it on different things, if it's the same account? I don't know if that does it. I mean, I guess. Go for it. And also, I saw it's Azalea Town. Gotcha. I plan on making a Discord server for my personal channel. Huh. I guess I never thought of that. Just because, like... Right now, the channel is kind of small. I think a lot of people do tune in to my stuff, but most people kind of like watch it and just kind of go on with other things. Like, I don't think I have like a big community per se. It's more just people kind of know who I am in like, you know, more specifically like in the Party Crashers area, in the certain areas of like the animation community. That's only because like I did that more when I was younger. Like some of Toasted Noodles fans know who I am. Yeah, a lot of the Object Show people know who I am. Even though I didn't make Object Shows, just because I made that video. But I mean, it's not a bad idea actually if I made my own server. I would just have to find a way to moderate it as well, because I don't really... I don't know. I'll think about it. That is. I like the suggestion though. I never thought of that until you gave me that idea. So thank you. One is the best Object Show. You are actually right. You're spitting. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to make a do yourself a favor on it. But it's pretty much only in like concept right now. It isn't even like scripted out. But I am highly considering making a video on one, because that is easily, in my opinion, it's the best Object Show. If anybody is watching this right now, doesn't know what one is, I would recommend watching it. It's on YouTube. It hits a little harder if you've seen other object shows on YouTube, because then you'll actually kind of understand what's happening the first bit of time. But it's still very good. Very cool that it was created by somebody just on the internet. Chris, you have no idea. You have absolutely no idea. Like, I can explain it right now if you haven't seen the Inanimate Insanity video I made. It's literally Total Drama Island, but with inanimate objects as, like, living beings. But some of them are good. Some of them are very good. I wouldn't even say it. Most of them aren't bad. It's just kind of the same thing over and over. Except for, like, the first couple and one, which is very, very good. One is, like, kind of a parody on it. Oh, you did see the video, okay. Yeah, no, that's totally valid. Plus, that video, I wouldn't say it's outdated. I would just say it's, like, compared to, like, the Rivals video I just made, like, it doesn't hold a candle to it. I don't think it's bad, though. It took more work than it should have, because I didn't OBS, or I didn't, like, screen record the footage at first. I downloaded it, and it was, like, way lower quality, so I was like, oh my god, I just have to actually watch these episodes, so I should have just done that. Because whenever I do a do yourself a favor, usually, not always, depends on the game or show, but, like, especially with shows, I try to watch it, like, twice. If it's a game, I try to, like, complete it at least twice, unless it's, like, a giant game that doesn't need to be completed twice. I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna make a video on something that's basically a, like, shorter video essay, I have to give it the time that it deserves. Oh, you don't have a drawing tablet. Yeah, I didn't have one for a while too, actually. The tablet, I would say, is still better. Wow, I did not. Oh, wait, no, it's just different. Okay. I'll fix that at some other point. Yeah, I would say, because I have a pretty cheap tablet. It's like Wacom, whatever the hell. I don't know how to exactly pronounce it. It's not, like, super cheap, but, like, it gets the job done. It's better than using your mouse. Mouse drawing isn't the worst. It's just not as good. I did a lot of my drawing on my iPad before I actually switched to, like, my computer with a tablet. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I actually prefer drawing with a pencil, like, over everything else. But drawing with, like, a pencil preset or whatever the hell on like, digital, it's not the same by any means. Maybe if I had enough practice, I would be able to replicate it somehow, but nah. I just kind of go with the basic ink. Which I should probably try to refine my digital art skills a little bit more. I did just, oh god, I feel like I have to burp, but it's just not happening. I'm so sorry. That's what, if I sound like I'm, not stuttering in my words, but, like, taking moments to think, it seems like. It's because I'm trying to burp, but it's not actually happening. Also, I'm skipping this song. What was I saying? Just, like, a million thoughts went through my head. I don't even remember. It's fine. Let's see here. Was I saying something about my drawing on my iPad? I don't remember, man. I'm trying. Dude, my memory is just falling apart. Traditional art is better for you, but don't have the best quality to take a picture. Gotcha. Yeah. No, that's usually how I make my best like digital art, by literally doing it traditionally and then taking a picture. I take a picture with my phone, which I know sometimes isn't very helpful, but it's just kind of a base. But I see what you're saying. That is a good idea. What kind of program do you have, The Dark Knight? I'm just curious. Like drawing or just art program, I don't know, like on your computer. Krita. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Hey, I mean, honestly, most art programs actually aren't like they all can be used for something. I have the Adobe Creative Suite, but it definitely helps a lot with a student plan. My sister is in school right now. I just finished school. So, and we use like our Adobe account together. She doesn't use it as often, but it's still kind of like, just it's the way it is. So, student plan's still a little expensive, but compared to like the full Adobe Creative Suite, it's a lot cheaper. Like half the price, I want to say. But the other thing with like buying Adobe stuff is that you gotta keep using it. Like I make money with what I use for the Adobe Creative Suite, so like it kind of pays itself off, but that's not the case for everybody. That wasn't the case for me for like most of the time that I had it. So, but yeah, I'd say like still mess around with Krita anyways. I don't know it very much, but hey, I mean, it sounds like it works. I can look into that maybe. Let's see here. It's accidentally outside of the lines. God forgive me. It's a song. Like, I know it. I just whistled a part of it. Wait, I think this is Mega Man. Oh. You got me. It's definitely not Mega Man. It's definitely Steam Gardens. Good song, man. That is interesting that Mario Odyssey is actually like an older game now. It's not like old, but Mario Wonder's coming out. Odyssey's been out for like how long? As long as the Switch has been alive. Time is moving too fast. Like, it's weird because you don't really see it like that growing up. Um, then, you know, at least for me, when I got to college, my first year went by like faster than my high school years, but still kind of slow. You know, like I felt like I was finding time to enjoy myself. Sophomore year went by a little slow, but that's because it's COVID. Like that was a little bit different, I'd say. That junior year hits, and I'm like, oh, okay, that was a little fast. And then the senior year hit, and I was like, I'm gonna lose my mind. How is this even happening? Now, the summer after my graduation was like the fastest summer ever. For me, at least, it felt like the fastest summer. Like, obviously, time's different to everybody, you know, you can see it in different ways. The more you're alive, the shorter those days feel. It's so odd. I'm just on a tangent now. Yeah, wait, the stream hit 5 likes? Let's go, baby. If anybody hasn't liked the stream yet, that would be wonderful if you could like it. Give me a little bit of love there. I am trying to become a YouTube partner. I'm not even really planning on having this channel be like, my main source of income. But I think it would be pretty cool if I could make a little bit of money on the side and become partners with YouTube and just have the opportunity to create more things for people to enjoy. It'd be really cool. I think these streams are actually helping a little bit too. I know not like a ton of people tune into it, and I really appreciate when people do tune into it. You guys comment and everything, but I think the streams also just help in terms of like, I don't even know how to describe it. It helps with the public watch hours. It helps people see where I'm at. You know, I think people like to see where they're where like creators they watch are just how they're doing, you know? I feel like nowadays a lot of creators just kind of do their own thing and still appreciate the fan support. Don't really take a second to converse with their fans, but sometimes they're just too big for stuff like that. I wonder how. I just thought about that because I like whistled to the beat of the song. I don't know how well that syncs up with like how the stream is taking in the song. Stream delay and whatnot. Oh, wait, really? Standing in the Rain. Excuse me. He's the guy who does all the jazz covers of the Pokemon songs. That is actually quite nice. That's such a good job. I think Smooth McGroove is back too, right? Like he took a break and now he's like this dude singing right now is Smooth McGroove. Oh, Dark Knight, don't worry about it. And yeah, so if you think time's flying right now as a kid, just wait. It's crazy. Like, it doesn't feel real. Especially in college, actually. Like, there was a bit of time where time didn't even feel like it existed. I know that sounds, like, insane. But, like, straight up, it was just kind of like, I felt like I was existing. I didn't feel like I was following any schedule. Eventually, I found my way. Change does that to you. Hey, Jackson's here. Yeah, no, Jackson, I was literally just talking about that. How I was like, each year of college, I felt like time was flying even faster. It's so weird. But yeah, Going back to what Chris said about Insane, that's awesome. So glad that he's back. But obviously, you know, a lot of musicians, I think they like to go and do other things every so often. So I'm glad that he took the time to do other things. I'm assuming. I'm not super up to date with what he's doing, but like, if he didn't do that for a bit, he clearly went to do something else for a little bit. Warhammer Minis. I don't know what that is. I know you're not talking to me, but like, nah, I just don't know what that is. So. Oh, is this like a D&D thing? I feel like I need to watch the D&D movie, especially now that I'm occasionally pulling up my movie tier list in streams now. Not this stream. I'm not going back. Not yet. I still need to watch a rewatch of Bug's Life and possibly Shark Boy and Lava Girl. It's gonna take a lot more commitment in my brain to go watch Shark Boy and Lava Girl, though. At least A Bug's Life is like, you know, I don't know. The Shark Boy and Lava Girl always just like hurt my brain to look at. It's fading in and out. I think, if you want me to be honest, I think it's because my microphone is just getting bad. So whenever I move my head, it just kind of turns into a shotgun mic, which is like a microphone that just turns, or like only goes in one specific area. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, what's my opinions on the opening of Up? Not specifically Up, just the opening. That's a great opening to a movie. Like, obviously, there's better in the world, but, like, that is a phenomenal opening to a movie. Really pulls at the heartstrings. It does exactly what it needs to do, you know? Okay, this music's not feeling it. Shark Boy and Lava Girl's peak fiction. Can you plead Shark Boy and Lava Girl's case, Chris? Just, like I said, it's been a long time. I don't even really remember very much about it. But I do know that it's right now not very high up on my movie tier list. I just don't know where yet. Robert Rodriguez. Oh my god. This is Little Root Town. What? Why is it a dubstep remix? Yeah, see, Jackson, you and I are on the same page there. Like, it just, all I remember is a fever dream. The Dark Knight. How much do you know about Shark Boy and Lava Girl? That's the real question here. Because the way I'll describe it very much depends on how much you know about it. Still getting that, like, almost gonna burp, but not really. So that just made me sound really upset. So I'm just... No, you know what? I'm crying about Shark Boy and Lava Girl, yeah. That's for sure what's happening. It can't be as bad as Spy Kids. You're so right. I don't even think I finished that as a kid. Spy Kids was such a... That was another fever dream. But, was it Jumanji? Was the other one? There was like an alien... Or there was like a board game movie where they went to space. I remember that freaked me the hell out as a kid. Like, I had nightmares about it, unironically. The sheer pathos in Linus's performance when demanding Mr. Electric to send that guy to the principal's office has to be... Yeah, no. I totally get what you're saying there. That doesn't mean the movie's good. What you know about it is that it was a bit of a semi-disaster and felt lucid. Okay. Yeah, that kind of explains a lot of the movie already. But yeah, like... What's-his-face from Twilight as a kid and some other random girl play Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and they're like in a fictional world. I don't even remember how this kid got there. I think the kid wrote a book about Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and then he gets transported into that book. What the hell is this? I was accepting Little Root Town for a little bit. No. I have my limits here. Yes, I think there's 2 Jumanjis. I think the OG... Oh, it says Dream World, okay. I think the OG Jumanji, was, like, with The Rock? I might be imagining that. But then there was another version that came out when I was little. Or maybe it didn't come out when I was little. Maybe it was, like, before that. But either way, it was a freaky movie. Like, the house starts flying away. Nuts. The OG one is with Robin Williams. Robin Williams, God rest that man's soul. I'm not even, like, religious, but, like, what a wonderful human being. Unironically. I never even met the guy, but you could just tell. Like, that's just a stand-up guy. Zathura. Is that what it was called? Because, like, everybody keeps telling me it's Jumanji, and I'm just like, yeah, I guess it is. Alright, hold on. I'm looking this up. Let me just put this here for a second. Oh, you're so right. Hi, Marin. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me... I'll catch up with these texts, or the chat, and then I'll look up Zathura. Rationally scared you. Okay. Monster House was also, like, I remember that giving me, like, freaky vibes, but it was kind of fun at the same time. It was like... I was gonna say it was like Coraline, but that's how I feel about Coraline now. When I was a kid, Coraline, like, scared the absolute dicks out of me. It was so scary. Alright, hold on. Let me check Zathura. Just out of pure curiosity. Oh my god. Wait, is there a Zathura, like, alien image? Yes! Dude, these things terrified me. I can put it on the screen real quick. Yeah. These things were terrifying. Like, now you look at them and it's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, this scared me.